Welcome to the Liquor Lab, the breakdown, episode number 26. This is my probably 24th live. 24th live, 26th episode. Super excited. If I refresh over here, we are up in subscribers tremendously. We are up to 665 subscribers. Keep watching, subscribe, log in, log out. I don't care. Hate me, love me, loathe me. Just watch, comment, engage with the content. A lot to talk about. CES just happened this week. AI is now one of these words that everybody's throwing into everything. It's really, really crazy. We're talking about, let's just get up the notes here. Amazon's brick and mortar. Like I said, robots, knock, knock, robots are coming home. So we're going to talk about robots. We're going to talk about Amazon brick and mortar, the college football playoff. Adidas, first time 2 Adidas schools are in the national championship final or national championship game. I don't know, Adidas, I'm going to show some pictures about Adidas and how they're like putting their logo on stuff, especially for Miami. If you're in your 30s right now, you associate Nike with Miami still. You could go on eBay right now and get tons of merch that is Nike University of Miami. If you notice, Michael Irving on the sideline wearing Nike, not Adidas. It is a traditionally Nike school. Just recently, they switched to Adidas and renewed. It's like their flagship program, really, because it's the most popular. And then, I don't know, Indiana's out of nowhere. Indiana was always a basketball school, so we'll see what happens there. People are really reacting and liking my Kith video. Kith is everywhere. It's oversaturated. Ronnie, like I said, you want some advice, reach out to me. Just a lot going on. I want to just talk about robotics, right? We'll kick that. You know what? Let's wait on the robotics front. Let's jump into something else. Let's jump into, we'll have the lead. We won't bury the lead too much, but we'll jump into some marketing news, right? So, and this is so related to COVID. Let's switch our views, get the article up or the tweet up. Okay, so scroll down a little bit. Okay, so Illinois approved a mega store near Chicago that's roughly the size of a Walmart supercenter for Amazon. Now, if we look back at COVID, right, there was this whole push before in 2019 that everything was going online. You'd shop online, you'd do all your biz online. You would just do all your stuff online. With COVID, it pushed everybody online almost immediately. So this kind of progression of shopping online, collecting data accelerated by like 20 million % and pushed everybody out of brick and mortar. Brick and mortar started shutting down. The writing was on the wall. But what happened is that accelerated a growth schedule that now stores like Amazon are realizing now that COVID's over and there's this anti-stay at home and people want to be out and socializing with each other, which COVID took that away. And now people are realizing we need as humans to do that. There's this balance. It's not so much a switch to brick and mortar, but it's a balance that you need online behavior and in-store behavior. There's a lot of companies right now that are building out tech and ad tech that take you from in-store brick and mortar back to online, possibly back to the store. They know where you are in the aisles. They know where you are. They know what you're looking at. Everything is tracked. There's facial recognition. I was hearing that if you steal something from Walmart, they are constantly collecting. If you stole $200 worth of stuff, they're not going to bust you. If you come back again and go, oh, I got away with 200, They keep on adding to your total. They're tracking you. And then when you get that threshold that's like a felony, they will arrest you on the spot. So it has its security purposes. It's also remarketing to you. We're going to talk remarketing as well. I don't even have that in the show notes, but we're going to talk about remarketing. Man, I was snowboarding in the Palisades. I have so many snowboarding ads, so many organic reels and TikToks in my feeds and scrolls and all this stuff. And then there's some companies that are just the remarketing wizards, okay? Like Whiteface, Shaun White's snowboarding company, they will not stop hitting me up with stuff. So let's get back to this. So Amazon store will offer groceries, general merchandise, prepared food and services. Customers can always place and receive online orders on site. Like I said, the shift is happening. Amazon was always an online company, always a digital company, but on Long Island, they opened Amazon Fresh. Whole Foods is right down the block. Excuse me. Then you have now a super center opening from Amazon. Back in the day, they thought that groceries would be totally, brick and mortar would be gone. Like Fresh Direct, I believe Fresh Direct is still around. So Fresh Direct, they wanted to eliminate the user going to the store and just online everything. But as we see, that dynamic is shifting. COVID, it shifted pure digital from food, delivery. You wanted stuff left at your door, left at the front desk, left in front of your door, in front of the complex. It's here. I mean, I see people still getting Taco Bell delivered, but there's a rebalancing that's happened when we shift completely to digital. And we see that here with this Amazon development. They're starting to see that there's more data to be harvested from the online, from the in-store brick and mortar behavior. And we're going to see that shift. We're going to see that shift back to balancing it out. Now, granted, this will be a shift back from COVID, but we were headed this way anyway. So now Amazon is realizing they have everything they need. What I'd like to see from Amazon, why aren't they targeting me for things that, and this is another, I think we need a bing, like a light bulb. Why am I not receiving ads for an Amazon? Call me, I got ideas. Why aren't we receiving ads for things that have been bought in my building that are home items? When people move in, like someone's moving in next door, they have a bed, 2 chairs. Why are we not being suggested items that people have bought more than once in my building per address? I mean, it seems like a remarketing gold mine that a user would be able to add a shipping address, right? And you could see common items bought or shipped to that location, whether it's home items, cleaning items, furniture, lights. Like there's a lot of people that have lights on their balconies here. And some of them are really, really bright. I want to know which ones they bought. It's so freaking easy. The remarketing should not just be based on where I've been, what I've said, what I've texted. Remarketing should also be based on location, like pinpoint location. What these ad platforms are doing is they're trying to aggregate data based on my attributes as a person, whether it's age, interests, what I say, what I text, what my behavior on other apps. Meanwhile, they should just take the behavior of the people in the location and apply it to someone who's just added that core address minus the apartment number. Or if someone lived there before, what items they bought. I mean, I had this idea 3-4 years ago. I started I actually am like one of these like associates at Amazon. And I had on my site, on my liquorlab.com, I had a page that had all the items I bought, whether it was my Yeti, rugs for the bathroom, towel holders, things that there was no trays in the shower, so there were suction cups. I put that up there. Listen, one or two people bought, but Amazon should be targeting that way. So there's a lot going on here. They're basically connecting the in-person to the digital, and it will happen seamlessly. I know Target does it. People say that they looked at a dress in Target or looked at an item in Target, and then they're getting remarketed to, especially if you have their app. It's just another stream of revenue. So interesting stuff with Amazon going into direct competition with Walmart and Target. And they're kind of starting in the opposite direction, where Amazon was digital first and Walmart and Target were brick and mortar first. So interesting. Can't wait to see what tech comes out of this, actually. What innovations? What is this going to disrupt anything? That's the key here. What is this going to disrupt? So interesting stuff there. Next, we will touch upon, let's go back to this view. So Adidas. Adidas and Indiana will face off. I think it takes so long. I mean, it used to happen maybe on the 10th, the first Monday of the year. It just gets so weird when these things are so dragged out. It's all about money. We all know that. So another thing that's happening is, like I said, Miami's always been associated with Nike. Adidas, you should call me also. Why are we doing a white logo on a white jersey? I hope there's some color restrictions or some NCAA guidance or governance around not having a green or some sort of Miami color or branded Miami Adidas logo. You can't see it. You can't see it at all. It's basically, I mean, I don't even need to zoom in. It's the same logo on the Indiana jersey, but the Indiana's wearing red. So if Indiana was wearing white and they had this Adidas jersey, I just don't see the opportunity. This is the first time in the history of college football final. It's not been around that long, but it's very rare to see Adidas versus Adidas. So the fact that you can't see the Nike Adidas logo, they won, but are they truly building this to their ultimate, like, are they really cashing in on this? Are they really leveraging this? That's the word I was looking for. Are they really leveraging this win they already won? Are they really leveraging this? And the answer is they're not. How could they have a white on white Adidas logo, a white Adidas logo on a white jersey? Like I said, I really hope, comment below if there is any if there is some restrictions that anyone knows about. I didn't search it up, as the young people say, but interesting. Big opportunity. You're going white on white. Makes no sense. Everywhere I look, and I think Adidas is a huge overbrander, especially when it comes to football, soccer kits. They put the 3 stripes on here. They put the 3 stripes here. It's like 3 stripes. It's like Adidas FC first and then Manchester United second. Here, there's always a contrasted logo for Nike. So I don't believe it's any NCAA restrictions. So that's just an interesting take on that. So congrats to Adidas. I run in Adidas. I'm not an Adidas guy, but the Adidas runners I wanted to try. They're actually really good. Adios 9s, fantastic running shoe. So yeah, huge opportunity lost. And that will segue right into Nike on this same account, because they had some interesting stuff too. Dear Nike, everything is coming back. Let's see. Here we go. Coming back. I understand the Kobe's coming back, but guys, really? everything is, these are coming back. These are coming back. There was a few more here. It's just they're retroing everything. I think there's multiple things about shoes coming back and shoes coming back. Like, where's the new innovation? Like, where is the new? I know the late 90s, 2000s was like a huge, say, look, 81-point games. What else? I saw a few other. Oh, these are coming back. There's Jordans coming back. I just don't understand. Like, why isn't Nike innovating? I mean, the Sabrinas are good. I can't wait to see the Caitlin Clark shoe. I hope it doesn't look like the Sabrinas or, the Kyrie line is the last like pure innovation, new silhouette, new look, new feel, new tech. I mean, that was like the last innovation Nike ever did was the Kyrie line. I mean, I have those shoes; they're amazing, but I think we're all kind of. I know people love the shoes, but as far as like performance footwear, they're just too. Everything is. This is coming back. We're bringing back this. I understand the Jordan and the feel for it, but where is the innovation from Nike? Where's the new designs? Where's the designs pushing forward? It's not happening. Everything's like a call on the past or a retro this or retro that. Somebody's wearing Kobe's. They're just going back to the well on all these 90s, late 2000, 90s, early 2000s, maybe mid 2000s. I mean, 2000 to 2010, 2000 to 2012, like that 12-year range in the 90s, they keep going back. Where's the new innovation? Where's the new designs? They're just not there. They're not present. And I think with new leadership and the breakdown of they're like reducing layers of approvals and C-suite. I think the next thing, and this is one retro I'll be happy with, or one new line I'll be happy with, is Kanye coming back to Nike. I said it. I think they're gonna do it. It's only makes sense because they want to build the hype. They retro the Yeezy 2s or the Yeezy 1s and the Yeezy 2s. And then they build a new line. I mean, you have to admit, Kanye and Adidas, like those shoes are awesome. They're new. They're not, oh, you could barely tell there's an Adidas. They're Adidas because the three stripes or the Adidas logo is very subtle. That was innovative. I feel that Nike's lacking that, and there's only so much you could go to the well on with retros. I think they're not going to be successful if they keep having to dip back into that golden era of footwear. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. They are master marketers, as we all know. Yeah, so let's play the first piece of content. Let's shift into agencies and AI. So as I talked about before, we have vibe marketing, vibe coding. Everybody who goes to AI you don't have that skill, but AI does it for you. There's a huge thing going on. The marketing agency model is dead. Why would you need a marketing agency? The agency itself, first of all, there's been cycles, right? I've always been, especially early in my career, there's been a trend of companies bringing marketing in-house, whether it's their search campaigns. They hired an agency. Of course, they're not spending the big bucks, so they want someone to really focus on it because an agency, and I've been in an agency, is only going to focus on the ones that are generating the most profit and revenue for the agency. So if you're a little Johnny's Auto Repair and you have a good stream of income and you're wealthy, but you're not wealthy like I don't know, Abercrombie and Fitch, you're not a conglomerate, you're not going to get the attention from an agency. So throughout my career, it's been like the pattern has been bringing in the expert in-house, canceling the agency, taking over, and then doing everything on your own. Now, there has been multiple shifts of that where they bring it in, take it back, bring it in, take it back. But the agency is the agency is going to expire. The expiration date on the agency model is here, because if you really know how to leverage AI and just don't take it at face value, and you could actually take the suggestions and build your strategy from a suggestion, the agency's dead. It's all going to be in-house. Why am I giving? I remember someone signed a $30,000 a month retainer for like one of the biggest agencies in New York City, or in the world actually. And you don't need that. $30,000 a month, you could hire a team of people that are experts to execute the same thing with the help of AI. So the agency model is dying, and let's or it's technically it's already dead. So let's pull up something here about the agency model. Here it is.
See, you just need one creative.
Let's make sure our sound is right. Yep. So
Creative director, a mid-level person, the ad agency world is going to get completely decimated. You don't need an agency. You just need one creative director, a mid-level person to do iterations, and maybe like a low-level editor. So your creative team that was 50 to 100 people is now 3 people. They are done. Because what is an ad? It's 2 things. It's first the creative, then where it gets distributed, which is what media buying is. It's the TV spots, it's the Instagram spots, it's where you buy to have that content seen. The best campaign I've seen this year, which was an Adidas floral ad, I would have paid them $500,000 for this. It cost them $100,000 all in because they had to buy the licenses for Adobe, etc. Best ad I've seen all year for that industry was generated concept to execution by AI. The ad agency world is going to get completely decimated. You don't need an agency.
I mean, when someone says it was generated completely by AI, I don't, I think they might have filmed this and put it into AI. So when someone says, oh, it was completely generated by AI, I don't believe it. What AI right now is, and we're going to shift. So the agency's dead. This shows it. She's right. You had a team of 15 people, you get it down to 3 or 4 or 5, or the money you were paying, you just bring them in-house and do the work. You get a what is it? Oh my gosh. You get a videographer, someone who could do Photoshop and take pictures. So you get a videographer who knows how to take pictures. You get a hands-on strategy person, someone who's completely in the trenches and junior but has experience. And then you get someone who's new, who had a good education, who has this, I'm willing to roll up my sleeves, get in there, and then I want to learn, and I'm willing to learn, and I'm not set in my ways. You get like our team of 3 or 4, you're set. You just have to have people who have ideas and want to push ideas, and you're good. You're good. It's there. It's totally there. Which shifts me to AI a little bit. Like AI right now, everything is focused on the rails. We're focused on the rails, like the foundation, how we're getting answers. Like there's tons of AI solutions that are they're just procuring your answers by talking to Grok, Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT, and anyone else out there. They're just getting the answers for you from all those platforms. There's also some other new things that I don't even want to reveal because of secrets, but there's some other new things, but no one right now, or at least very little people, are focused on how this relates to consumer-facing revenue and profit. Right now, we're hyper focused on the rails, whether it's payment rails, whether it's whether it's payment rails or how we're getting answers, utilizing and leveraging all AI platforms. We're hyper focused on the rails instead of how regular people will interact with this. And this is going to segue, I think I have one more video to play, but this is going to segue right into the robot. So, and by the way, if you haven't subscribed, you're here with me now for 25 minutes, please subscribe to the channel. I need watch hours and subscriptions. I'm this close to monetizing. It would be great if we could really push this over and just start to build a revenue stream for the Liquor Lab, and more great videos like this. I could increase the production. There's a lot of things I could do. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at this video here. Did I delete it? No. Oh, it's on 14.
Appropriate terms probably the paper.
Hold on.
Everywhere, and especially with like with the dawn of.
So basically, I don't have the video queued up. Just everybody's focused on the rails. We're gonna have to make the shift to the consumer-facing experience. Is the chat prompt still gonna be there? I know there's a lot of people, there's a lot of tech people. Who's using ChatGPT? Who's using these platforms? I know that people are starting to pay. I know I was surprised when I heard someone is paying for someone is using the paid version of ChatGPT. I was surprised that this person was doing it, but what is the next step? How are we integrating this? Because right now it's disrupting, but it's also a disruptor to things that I'm doing. I don't want to have to go somewhere to find something to go back. So there's going to be a renaissance where we've identified the frictionless payments. We've identified the seamless consumer, the e-commerce, the transacting. We've identified these things. Now we have to put it into practice. So there's going to be a renaissance where that starts to happen after all the rails and the functions and the stable coins and the wallets and the I'm logged in, I'm not logged in. The app connecting to your wallet, the AI connecting to your wallet, all that's got to be worked out. And then the renaissance will turn to customer facing, because now nothing is really, you see, let's talk about CES, right? Let's talk about CES 2026. Knock, knock, the robots are coming home, right? That's the title of this video. The robots are coming home. They're here. But if you watch CES, whose home are they coming to? Not mine. What, they're present in this non-fiction or this hypothetical environment where everything's LG or everything's Samsung, and then the thing folds your laundry and cleans up after you. That's not real. That's not real. So let's jump into the title of this video, the main story, robots, right? The robots are coming home. Let's see. Let's jump into it. So I'm not going to go to that one first. This one we saw. Okay, so we got to watch this. We got to watch some Boston Dynamics here, okay? This is the microcosm of what people are saying about CES. Every robot was either breaking, broken, or face down on the floor. So, and then they're going to do your laundry and clean up after you and identify objects and things like that. So let's start with this video from Boston Dynamics. And I hope you enjoy it because it is the microcosm of all of CES. 2, 1. Yeah, so as you can see our friend, oh, let's watch it again. Okay, they're happy. Great. It did a flip. It also lost part of it. Does this stuff scare you? Does this scare anyone? Because this reminds me of this reminds me of This reminds me of the Terminator, honestly. Like, these things are going to go online and start to attack us, honestly. So yeah, let's look at that one, that Boston Dynamics one.
These are shut down, they're stagnant.
Here, this one. Okay, another thing. I'm sick of the paid promotion at CES. You have these people running around making content that are like, everything is great, all the technology is awesome, these robots are great. They're just bought and paid for content creators, because everyone's like, oh, we partnered with this one, we partnered with that one. So they won't give their honest opinion at all. This guy does, though.
A lot of these robots at CES are just not working. More of them are software than anything else. It's very interesting. Like, people want to see a robot dance or do something. A lot of these are shut down, they're stagnant, they're not moving. The security robot I just saw is not really a robot, it's just a statue with a Logitech webcam inside that runs off software that they're selling, but they're trying to market it as a robot to get people into the booth. Hey, I mean, it worked on me. There are a lot of robots here at CES at the show, and only like a few of them look pretty impressive. Most of them move so slow and methodical and can't even do simple tasks like picking up a piece of candy or handing off an item. Like, it's just not ready. I feel like all these companies are rushing to be the first to market or to get some kind of deal. Very interesting. Like, the robots are cool looking, and I've seen them dance, but for practical uses like making your bed, doing your laundry, cooking or cleaning, they're just too slow. Well, and they still miss. They're going at the speed of a snail and they still can't pick up things properly. They're just like us. Bad. A lot of these robots at CES
So yeah, this guy gave finally an honest opinion, right? They're just bad. Robots are just bad. And not only that, when they demonstrate the robots, they put them in these environments, right? They put them in an environment like this. Oh, wow. LG's was definitely the most ambitious robot we saw at CES 2026. The robot is in an LG utopia, okay? Let's be honest here. These robots are operating in a utopia at CES. You want to see where this is where the people want to see these robots operate. You ready? Let's see. Let's see here. Oh. How about in a place like this? Washington Heights, Manhattan, right? When am I going to see the demo of the LG robot monitoring my fridge and my stove and if I have enough papas or if I my huevos? Like, why can't we see the robot operate in an environment like this, right? I mean, if that happens, now you got my attention, LG. Samsung, now you got my attention. We need this to be applied to real life, okay? Let's see if it could get in that tight space. Or this is without furniture, right? So let's see Mr. Cloid, whatever it's called. Let's see it operate in this little. Oh, let's see it clean this bathroom, right? Where I can't even see the shower head in this bathroom. I mean, this is not good. And there it is. Let's see my robot operate right here. Right here. This will be good. Or how about this one, right? Let's see it operate in this apartment here. Right? What is this? A studio? Oh, it's a studio. $2,200 for a studio on the Upper East Side. Jesus. Should have kept my apartment back in the day. Where's the robot here? Where's the robot folding my laundry or going to the fridge? No one, that robot, that experience, I don't know what they're up to, but it's a great marketing thing, but it's not for real people. This is why some of these echo chambers with these buzzwords, robotics, AI, is this really going to happen to people who live? Is this really going to be applicable for people who live in these spaces? I think we're so focused on the tech and coding and this and that when we're just in a bubble, because the real people, the consumers, where the profit is, these are the people who live in this space are the people who are buying it or consuming it. The people who live in Washington Heights, right? Or Fort George. Saw that one. Where is this? Oh, this is the same one. What about this one in St. Pete, Garden Apartments, right? A studio. Yeah. Let's see the robot navigate this, right? This one room apartment. You think that's a possibility? I don't know, man. I don't know. See what we got. Yeah. Robot ain't coming in here to do my tasks. Let me tell you that. And the robot, I know when we talk about certain things, we talk about like as the computing power gets greater, the cost of it goes down. I get it, but these things are going to be expensive. Unless you could just trash them and recycle them, that's another thing. Maybe we'll get there in 100 years. But right now, no, these robots are not going to be on a 4th floor walk-up or even a ground floor apartment in St. Pete. Maybe they'll be at the Anchor Riverwalk in Tampa. No. These are very much staged. These do not look like this. But you're not going to have a robot here. I'm sorry. Yeah, how about this one? This is, where's this? Where's this bad boy? This is actually a nice apartment. No robots here, guys. Sorry, no robots. So that's one thing there. Love the robots, but it ain't happening, guys. Ain't happening. Yeah, let's check out this tech also. I mean, how many times have you heard about or seen?
Why would NASA?
Oh, how many times have you heard about or seen the? Hold on. I don't know why I can't get there. Well, you've heard about or seen this tech that you'll never really have. So maybe that is the point. Maybe that's the marketing play, is that this is just the beginning of going somewhere else, but they need to take stuff to CES. I've heard so many negative things about CES, but also, again, when you hear, it's like this one guy who said he goes to CES every year. He even went there when like he was upset that they canceled it and stuff. It's gotten so old. It's gotten done because what's happening is what Apple did. Remember, and I heard this is from the Apple Insider podcast. Is like there used to be this thing called Macworld, but Apple took it all in-house, all proprietary. We're going to do all of our keynotes in-house, and that's the way we're going to release our stuff. And Apple doesn't go to this. I mean, the big TV companies go there, but it's just interesting where if you want to see the new tech, the companies are just doing it themselves. I know LG and Samsung had some presence, but TVs and stuff are made for CES. It's these other products that they launched that they'll do off-site. I mean, they had an event at the Sphere. I think it was Samsung. So CES has kind of lost its luster. I mean, there's so many stuff. There's like innovation everywhere. Even in like, they're even doing it in like the adult industry. Tech is there. It's like so crazy. I saw a few things online there. They're just hilarious. No hands. That's all I'll say about that. Let's just look if I could pull this up one more time. Where am I? Oh, here it is.
Open the fridge door.
So, again, Not really practical here, guys.
Open the fridge door. We're at the Samsung booth in CES and we're checking out the new auto close feature on the Family Hub smart fridges. So you've been able to open the Samsung.
Okay, these fridges, guys, like, who have you been to a friend's house? Unless their parents have, like, their parents might have the money for this, or this matters for their parents. Like, have you seen? I mean, even in a new building, they don't have these see-through digital doors. I haven't seen any. Maybe one person I've seen had a clear door refrigerator or something that you could see in it. I know my sister got a brand new refrigerator. It didn't have any of this tech. It just had a water filter. I mean, where are these fridges in the wild? This is not practical.
Samsung smart fridge door with voice, but now you can also close it. So we're going to do a quick demo. Open the refrigerator doors. Doesn't like me. Open the fridge door. I think it's gone deaf.
Open the refrigerator doors.
I think it's because I'm English, maybe. So we're going to demo closing the doors with voice. Close the fridge doors. So if you've left it open.
Who needs this product? Who needs it? Lazy people. Close the fridge doors. Like, what? Open the fridge. Like, what? I get if you have a large family and it will track stuff and see what you ate and what you ordered, but where's the connect? This is like the Internet of Things. They're just renaming it AI. It's literally the Internet of Things repackaged. Let's see what else we got today. I think that's about it. What else did I talk about here? Let's talk about, we talked about Nike, Amazon, the robots. It's about it. Oh, last thing. This is just a rant. There is a such thing as AI fatigue. And I'm not talking about us being fatigued by AI or the word being used. If you really know how to prompt AI and you're really on top and you're really on like Grok or really pushing for a certain, not response that agrees with you, but a certain structure, like it'll just, from the multiple iteration, it gets tired. It really does. Like it gets exhausted. You could tell that you're exhausting AI. I mean, I've done it where I'm asking it something and it starts changing things I didn't ask to change. I've told it a million times, no hyphens, no mid-sentence hyphens, because no one writes like that or ever has written like that. It just gets exhausted. Like there was one time like I said, do X, Y, and Z. And it said, well, you have to enter this in. And it's got lazy and didn't realize that I entered that exact content that I needed to analyze in already. So if you are pushing for a certain type of structure or format, not necessarily a certain position or answer, there's a such thing as AI fatigue. I mean, what I challenge everyone to do is go to Manus, Claude, Gemini, Grok, and figure out, ask it the same thing with the same prompts, makes things critical, do the same thing, and check your answers and cross-reference them and see what's what. I mean, your perception of what you feel is aligned with your ask might be different than what will be accepted. So again, thank you for watching. It's another live. Got to check the stats. Please follow, subscribe. We got to get this watched. We got to get it out there. It's the only way. It's the only way. Let's do it. Thank you so much. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Hate me, love me, loathe me. Just engage. And that's a wrap. See you in a few days, because now we have to make sure we're posting once a day and shorts and lives. Starting to turn